for the Day of the Dead versus Halloween
Yay!
special. Hello.
Woo! Let me fix you.
While we fix each other, I will let you know I have 3 people waiting to jump on camera here with us. They're our guests for today, and they will be talking and telling us hopefully their stories and interpretations of this holiday season.
Yeah.
The most deadliest season of all. But the season has already started. I was at the Day of the Dead Hollywood Forever
Tell me, how
Cemetery
was it?
Festival. It was awesome.
It was a lot of fun.
Good times?
Yes. Our pictures are all over Facebook. We got our face painted like sugar skull type of designs, and that's actually what Eddie will be painting for us today. On our show, we have Eddie painting butts, and today that's what he's gonna do. But this time it's an interpretation of the Day of the Dead, so it's kind of like a sugar skull.
Muerto culo.
It's a dead butt. Pálido.
Nalga muerte.
Ah,
Sí.
sí. Eso. Gracias.
Muerte de nalgadas.
Ay.
We'll figure out a name for it by the end of the day. If you have any suggestions, please send them through. Our guests are Jennifer Koster, Dr. Jennifer Koster, who is an expert in mythology. So hopefully she can give us hopefully she can give us a little bit of insight on the history behind some of these, festivities, because the harvest and hollows and saints and whatnot, it's an international holiday. It's not just in one place, in here, in there. Anyway. And we also have
It's like I always say, the holidays are right here.
I'm trying to figure out, yes.
Sorry.
I'm trying to figure out, he's going to come on the show and tell us who he's supposed to be. We have Alfonso with our street report. He's a huge fan of Astrid Haddad, who performed on Saturday at the Hollywood Forever. So hopefully he can give us a little bit more information on his perspective. And last but not least, we have the one and only Mario Lopez. In the his house.
The one and only Mario Lopez painter.
In the his house. Yeah. Better known as tattoo artist and fine painter extraordinaire. Artista.
Not AC
Sí.
Not AC Slater. Emphasis on not AC
No,
Slater.
not the opposite of.
Yes.
Yes.
So he's here and he's gonna give us a little bit of feedback on his life story, how he came to be, and thank goodness, because one of his paintings is right here, as you can see. This is
it's fantastic.
this is an acrylic print. It could be yours.
If the price is right.
Yeah. Right. Just go to the ATM.
Cash only.
Cash money.
But I have a friend who, shout out to Kathy Horlick, because she has this project that she's putting together right now, which is stories about, it's the working title is Cuentos de Horror, which is horror stories, and she asked me specifically, I'm so flattered, thank you for asking, and if you have any questions, ask me. She asked me for stories that I heard growing up. Like from my tias and my abuelitas and stuff like that. Particularly the ones that have like folklore, that tell me a little bit about what it is, how you teach fear, pretty much through these ghost stories, and it's in particular La Llorona. So.
Oh, I love it.
So that's something that I want you guys all to think about and send through, because the more stories, the better. Yeah. And hopefully we'll see it on TV one of these days.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Yay.
I know. I'm excited.
Go girl.
So,
We'll make this happen. Yeah. Cheers to her.
cheers to Kathy.
Yes, Kathy.
My story from that I can like the hauntings. There was a few that really freaked me out. I told her that my grandfather was a witch hunter.
Wow.
And yeah, and that there's a lot of stories about silly things like opening scissors and like putting them under the kids' pillows because if the witch comes out after you at night, they would prick their hand and they would run away.
Wow.
So the root of some of these stories I still have yet to find out because I mean all I know is I had a nightmare last night.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm still traumatized.
Oh, wow.
But one of the stories that I remember growing up was my aunt did a pilgrimage from Guanajuato to Mexico City to the Virgin Mary, and it's a super like old tradition in Mexico, and las peregrinaciones, if you know what you're. It's too low. Oh, okay. 1 second, please. Hold.
Holding.
Testing 1 2 3.
Holding. And
This is good.
Is that better?
Be right back.
Hello out there in movie land.
Are we good? Are we good now?
Yeah.
Are we good now?
Ask.
I'm asking them.
Okay.
Okay.
Let us know. Because
Yeah,
we
no,
want
we
you
need
to
to know.
hear us.
The feedback's muy importante.
Mucho importantísimo.
Sí.
That's cool how we get our guests to work,
Yeah, I know.
We're like, you're the engineer.
Shout out to our technical director / stage manager
/ special guest.
/ audio guy / special guest Mario.
I told him
Yeah, we're
you're
good.
the camera guy.
And thank you for everybody at home that's watching. Peace out. I think we have a chat room available if Mario wants to sit there and answer questions. So back to the story. So the pilgrimages, they would walk through, like they would cut through towns, obviously, to get to Mexico City faster. And I think the travel time from Celaya was 7 days. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure.
Now, were they on foot or horseback, or
It was.
how was this?
It's on foot.
Okay.
But they have trucks, and they have tent locations where they stop and rest, and then they also have the trucks for people who, if they're too tired,
Right.
they can get a lift.
Okay.
And be lifted off. But
Can I just ask you, like, was it like particular people that would do this? Was it just people who were anybody in the town, or just people who wanted to do a pilgrimage?
it's
Or?
devout. I think the way I see it is devout Catholics. But for like from the Mexican point of view, I think there's a very strong spiritual devotion in the
Okay.
people of Mexico.
Oh yes.
So
absolutely.
I mean, maybe physically it's the Virgin Mary, but spiritually it goes beyond that
Right.
because of the history of the spirituality in Mexico,
Right.
which is ancient.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I remember she had told me, she's like, well, we do walk through cemeteries, because I thought about doing this. I thought like this is good exercise and a good way of getting in touch with my community.
Yeah.
And it sounded fun up until you walk through cemeteries. Hello? And like you can get, like kidnapped, and then you can get like bitten by a snake, and like your feet will rot in that same place every year because it's like cyclical or something like that. So there's all sorts of drama behind this holiday. I mean this these pilgrimages. And my aunt, the Guanajuato's not that far. It's like a 3-hour, 4-hour drive, 3.5-hour drive
I've been
from
there.
Mexico City. Yeah, so it's like at least in the bus. If you take a car, you'll get there in 3 hours. Super not bad, but walking days.
Yeah.
So you're walking through this town, and she says that there's this like story of like. It's kind of like, I think I see them as zombies. Everybody talks about las momias de Guanajuato.
Oh yeah.
But I think there's zombies too.
Yeah.
And the reason why I think they're zombies is because what happens is you're walking and supposedly somebody comes up to you and asks you for help. And then you're like, oh yeah, oh my God, are you kidding me? I'll go and I'll help you. And then you start walking towards these people to help them. And then when they get to their destination, they turn around and they're dead. They're like The Walking Dead.
Ooh.
So yeah, pilgrimage out of the question. Sorry, Tia. Not happening. Not happening. But do you have a story you want to share?
I don't have any stories like that that I can think of
Eddie?
off the bat.
Well, I mean, I've seen the momias in Guanajuato. One of the really cool things I thought about the last time I went there was they had all these big haciendas, you know, that these rich, you know, people owned. And just recently, well, not just recently, but like, you know, a while back ago, somebody like decided to excavate, you know, to see if there was any buried treasure in their estate, and they found this whole Spanish Inquisition torture chamber. And there's like
I've
pits,
been to that museum.
there's
I've been
dungeons.
there.
Oh, you've been there?
I've
It's
been to
so
that
awesome,
museum.
and there's still like mummies,
Yeah.
all like freaky, and the tortured stuff that were just like left there, like in the pits and stuff like that.
That is crazy.
Mummified, dude. It's all creepy. It's so crazy. But yeah, that's my crazy story about the Guanajuato thing. I never seen the Llorona, but I know my friend, he was Native American, and he had a similar story too, about a lady that, you know, her baby drowned or something like that. And at night you can hear her yelling, "Oh my baby! Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
baby!"
a
But you didn't hear it.
story.
You would hear it like in like whatever his language was. You know.
Shumash.
No, I don't.
Shumash.
No, it was
or...
It was a tribe from over here, but yeah, that's all I got.
Oh, okay. Well, I think it's probably. Are you feeling into it?
Sure.
I think it's time to bring in our mythology expert
Yes.
and tell us really what is this holiday? What are these holidays about? And with her is her prince,
Prince Arthur.
Prince Arthur.
Yay! Happy! Join us!
Yay! Welcome, Jennifer, Dr. Jennifer Koster,
Yay!
and King Arthur. Hello, precious.
Yeah, hi. It's way past your bedtime. Yeah, bad mommy.
Good mommy.
Yes.
Great mommy.
Great mommy.
Yeah.
Amazing mommy who is full-time mommy.
Beautiful
Hello.
mommy.
Yay.
Complete with
Yeah.
breastfeeding stations and lullabies.
Yes.
Congratulations,
And new experiences.
Yeah. there's a
Jennifer
lot of love
and
here.
Dan are celebrating
Yay.
their union. They just got married. Congratulations!
congratulations.
Yay, it's our
Cheers.
3-week anniversary.
Woo! Oh, newlyweds. Dun, dun, dun.
I can smell roses.
Love.
So, what's the skinny?
What's the skinny? Well, you know, it's the time of year where the days are getting shorter and the nights are getting longer, and we're turning inwards on ourselves. So it's natural to start thinking about death. So we have Halloween, we have Day of the Dead, we have All Saints Day,
So it's
All
the cold.
Souls Day. Yeah, it's it goes back to the ancient Celtic people, and I don't know how you pronounce it. It's
Samhain.
Like
Samhain.
Samhain, yeah. Is a festival that was celebrated it's the last day of the harvest, basically, or the last harvest, or the first frost, or, you know, whenever it's cold enough to make a bonfire. You know, you want the ground to be frozen for that, and yeah, so it's celebrating the end of a harvest year and the start of the new season where the nights are longer, we're inside, the land is kind of dead, so
People are making soup.
we're making soup.
Yes.
Lots
Comfort.
of soup, butternut squash soup with
Knitting.
apples is
Yeah.
amazing, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, had that for dinner tonight.
Nice. Yum.
Yeah, sleepy
We'll
guy.
post the recipe.
Yeah. So that's it. How did we get to modern day Halloween from that? I don't know. I don't know.
Candy.
Costumes, candy. I think we started wearing costumes to scare away the spirits, because us white people don't like our dead. We're not like you Latinos, you know. We don't bring them into our house.
my aunt, poor thing. She's like, you dream about my grandmother? I said, yeah, I've had at least 2 dreams about my grandmother who passed away 8 years
You've seen
ago.
her, babe? Has she talked to you though?
She talked to me in my
Okay, see,
dreams.
that would be something else.
It's intense, and I mean, I didn't say, I wasn't necessarily calling to her, but I was going through a hard time,
Were you
and I
scared
felt
of her,
like she
though?
was comforting me. It was I was kind of like, woo, what's going on?
So it was like she knew you needed her at that moment, so she.
Yeah, she came through.
Okay, that's awesome. I think
Yeah.
that's awesome.
That's really.
And I mean, like my aunt, she's like has like dream envy. My aunt's like,
Dream
I
envy.
think about her before I go to sleep because I want to dream about her, and I don't, and I don't, and I don't, and she's like looking at me like,
Well,
ah.
she might be, but
no.
she might be one of those people that just
But no, you
doesn't
dream
remember
about
their
people
dreams.
Because you dream
know?
about people. Though.
Yeah.
I don't think it has anything to
Because-
do with negative energy.
No, a lot of
No.
people don't remember
I think
their
people
dreams.
mean certain things sometimes too, but I mean we could interpret that for others.
If
Yeah.
you can always make her feel better and say it's not really your grandma, it's just a different part of yourself that's
Yeah.
taking on the form of your grandma.
That's true.
You know, not to take your specialness away or anything.
No, it happened, so
Yeah,
it's
it's
cool.
just it is what it is.
If I share, I share, and if people don't believe me, I know. But so yeah, I mean, Halloween today, there's a lot of it has a lot to do with the haunted mansions. Everything park
Everything
is like
is
converted.
haunted.
Everything.
Yeah.
I love haunted
Hi,
stuff.
baby.
Yeah.
And then there's the like haunted specials. The horror stuff. I just posted this on my page recently. I like spooky, not scary.
Yeah, I don't like the horror stuff either. I like the gross, bloody axes, murder. I hate those haunted houses too because I hate people jumping out and like touching me. I don't know.
I don't
They're
think
not
they're allowed to
supposed
touch
to.
you.
That
No.
does
But
freak me out.
they're
yeah.
not
allowed to
Well,
touch
they
you.
could get sucked. You never know
Yeah.
how somebody's gonna react.
When
I
think
don't
of
know.
Halloween,
I used to work backstage at one of those things, like doing the costumes, and like they would get off on that. It's like their job to scare
Yeah.
people, right? But then like the worst thing you could do is touch somebody,
Yeah.
and so they would do it to break the rules, and I hate that
Wow, no.
personally.
Not cool.
No.
Not her.
Not
If
me.
Back
anybody
off.
works at
Yeah.
not scary, don't touch people.
Don't touch
yeah.
me. Yeah.
Jeez.
I got chased with a chainsaw, like a
I
fake
like that.
chainsaw.
Oh no,
I
they're
like
real
that.
chainsaws without the chain.
Oh.
Yeah.
No wonder it felt real.
Yeah.
no, they are real. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I
was
hate
freaky.
that too. I hate those haunted houses. I'm
To
just
me,
gonna
It
go
did
out
its
and
job
say
to
it.
scare the hell out of you.
I'm like, don't touch me. I'm gonna sue you in. Don't chase
Can we
me with a
squeeze them in?
chainsaw.
Yeah.
Let's try to squeeze Alfonso in,
Oh wait,
or
I'm
the
sorry. I'm just yelling.
or the blonde witch from the west.
Right.
Get over here.
Yay.
Métate.
Métete.
Modelo ladrona, modelo ladrona.
Modelo ladrona coming
Yeah.
in with his big
Should we
old
put
butt
him in the middle?
I'm like a burglar.
Does he fit?
Yeah.
Yeah, do we all
I'm trying
fit?
to burglar / model.
/ cameraman back there. Thank you.
I know.
For me, Halloween is not complete until you watch the Peanuts Halloween special.
Oh, I love
To
that
me,
one.
Yeah.
that's what I think of when I
The
think of
pumpkin
Halloween.
patch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. That to me says Halloween.
Yeah, that's cute.
Aww.
We
I like
took
that.
him to the pumpkin patch.
The infamous one,
Yay.
or just like.
No, I found a real farm. It's an organic
love it.
farm
I
out in
love it.
Camarillo.
Oh,
We're
see,
the only
okay.
people there, which was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, and we took him out in the
VIP.
field, and he picked out his own pumpkin.
Yay!
Yeah, and he wanted to push the wagon.
Aw.
It was
You're
very
big and
sweet.
buff.
He's a very strong guy.
Oh yeah, yeah, he
yeah.
is.
He's making a Fuchi face.
And I'm probably making somebody seasick out there with my rocking, but
It's okay.
That's
Here.
all
he's
right.
sleepy.
I'm
Row,
Cece.
row your
So
boat.
pumpkins. We love pumpkins.
Aw.
Pumpkins are hot.
Did you
Yeah.
guys carve your pumpkin?
Not yet. We're gonna do it this weekend.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah.
I want to do the one where it looks like they're throwing up. That one.
Oh, the throwing
I
up
love that
pumpkins.
one.
Yeah,
They're
that's
like,
great.
That
We should do the Hello Kitty one. I want to do that one.
Oh,
A
yeah.
puking
Where
Hello
it's like
Kitty?
bow.
We could
yeah,
do a
it's
puking
like,
Hello Kitty.
Yeah, she could, but she doesn't have a mouth, babe.
Oh.
It would have to come
Oh,
out
that's
somewhere
Well,
else.
she would,
right.
Yeah.
no, she could go
Hello
like this.
doesn't have a mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she doesn't even have a hole.
No, but you could just make one.
It's like cheeks. She could be like
Oh,
she could be like that.
Holding it in.
poor
Yeah.
thing. What, are you okay?
Hmm.
Are you making fart noises back there?
It's the heart-shaped butt making fart noises.
It's
Oh my
spooky.
Oh, I heard something spooky.
It sounds like a haunted house. I love it.
So tell us about a haunting. Do you
Yes.
know of any haunting stories? You know
My
haunting
abuelita, she was from Michoacan, and she was all about like she would tell us, like, I would get freaked out because she would tell us these stories, and then I would be like, it's midnight, Mom, we have to go home. Like, it's time. Yeah, no, and we would be like at a fiesta or something, and I'm like, girl, they gonna get us right now. So he's the best. My abuelita told me she saw La Llorona. Like, everybody's heard the song, everybody's covered it, but my grandma said she saw her.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Your
she
mom's
said
mom or your dad's
my mom's mom, and she was like,
Always
I
the
saw
mom's
her.
mom.
Yeah, and it was like I would always ask her about it. Like, I was always intrigued. Like, you saw her? Like, what's she wearing? You know what I mean? Yeah, was she barefoot? It's always about the
Was
shoes.
she wearing
yeah.
heels?
Yeah, it's about the shoes, bitch. Don't you want to know?
Watches?
I'm gonna say she was wearing Japanese clogs. Yeah, Japanese clogs. Yeah. Yeah, but she said she saw her, and to me, it always, like, that made it real. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like, oh my God, she's seen it. Even though I know it was a bunch of stuff. You know, you tell kids that to, like, hey, go to sleep, because
Yeah.
they're gonna kill you.
Yeah.
They're gonna kill you, and I'm like, okay. I'm going to sleep. Yeah, I want nothing to do with this. Yeah.
Gotta
It's
keep
pretty
your
bad.
feet under the covers.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
If
I
anything's
still do
slipping
it. I
out,
still
it's gonna
do
get
it.
you.
That's
It's gonna get you.
Yeah.
That's an
Yeah.
old one. I remember saying, like, people would get dragged out of bed.
Mm.
Like, oh, if you don't do this or if you don't do
Te van
that.
a
Like,
arrastrar de las
yeah.
patas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. I feel
Yeah.
constricted, you guys.
And then there was the dog one.
Should I do
there's,
my mask to balance it out?
there's a lot of
Yes.
yeah, thank you.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of dog stories of like how it's locked.
Yeah.
He won't escape.
He's good.
It's touching.
I'm glad that he got the drift. He was like, wait, okay, I know you,
Yeah.
but I don't know the person with, like, the blonde hair and yeah,
Well, you know.
the scary mask.
What is
Yeah.
up with that?
I don't know. I'm a burglar / model. Yeah, it's like Little
Okay.
Kim meets, like, Catwoman or something. Yeah, and Astrid. She
Yeah.
wears a ski mask, so I was inspired.
Hot.
Oh, she wears a ski mask? Oh yeah,
And
she does.
Yeah,
she
when
does.
she's like carrying the dog, she's like running. Yeah, it's good.
Nice. We need to talk about Astrid.
I love her, babe. And whenever you're ready to talk about it, we can talk about
Okay, we can start talking about I think the Day of the Dead since we've already talked
it.
about.
And by the
Halloween a
way,
little
you
bit.
guys looked
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Eddie,
Yeah, that was
yeah,
great
your
makeup.
face makeup.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
I
was
had
cool.
so much fun.
They did it on
And
location.
you were all
Okay,
purple
so-
around the eyes.
Yeah,
You had
that
like
was a
purple
rose.
all around her eyes, babe. Like all around it.
See, they
Claudia
made it.
went to the makeup place that had the shortest line that took the longest.
She's hot.
Wow.
Yeah,
Right.
but
But that means they
But
did a
that
good
means
job.
they did a good job, exactly.
uh-huh.
You know?
And I
She's
mean,
like, I'm willing to wait in this line.
it was
Hopefully my
pricey.
roommate's gonna get a beer.
Yeah. It was pricey, but it was worth it because the girl that did my makeup, shout out to Kiki. Hello.
Hey,
Mom.
Kiki.
Hey. Kiki.
Thank you, girl.
Mom, home
Thank
girl,
you,
Kiki. So peace out to Kiki. Kiki did Ruben's makeup last year.
Shut up.
Ruben from Café
Ruben's was
Tacuba.
like good last year. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, wow, celebrity status over here. She was sweet. She was sweet. We talked, we caught up. Turns out we know a lot of the same people. Cheese man.
Small world.
Never that.
Small
Never
world.
that. Never that.
Yes, but there's
You and that phone.
I don't know, he's having
I
fun.
love him.
The whole Day of the Dead thing, it's in Mexico anyway. It's the time of year where everybody celebrates the dead, the people that have died. They celebrate their life. It's like a party. It's a dead man's party, like Oingo Boingo.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling my cousin. Like I was like personally, like we're kind of pochos, but my family's kind of old school traditional, and like we don't even do those things. And I told my cousin, like I was like, how awesome that somebody would celebrate your life. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
you were born. I said I think that's like a tribute. You know what I mean? In a sense, and to me, I just kind of felt overwhelmed by like not just myself, but like my culture and like I don't know. It was different. It was different for me, I think.
I think it's a good way of getting in touch with your heritage and at least like keeping your family involved in the history of your family.
And I want to do that. That's exactly what I told my cousin. I said I want to be more in tune, and when and if my mom does pass away, you know what I mean? I would want to commemorate her. Like that would be awesome. She is.
Yeah.
I know.
It's gonna
terrible.
happen. I know.
It's terrible. We don't want to talk about it.
Alfonso has issues with
I got
death.
issues. Yeah.
He's got issues. Major
I've had
issues with
pets.
death. But you know, that's
I've had
definitely
pets.
that's definitely something that has like the history of mankind, which is I have my notes in here somewhere. But the history of mankind is like, you know, who are we, why are we, and why do we die? And the interpretation in the Mexican culture is a combination of different Indian people, indigenous people, not Indian people, you know, native people. I prefer native.
Indigenous.
I love native.
Indigenous.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Indigenous.
the
Yeah.
scholarly
The
Yeah.
scholarly.
compliments
Oh.
of Dr. Koster.
Oh, thank you, thank you, lady.
Thank you, doctor.
And now you know.
Now you know.
So, the whole idea is like, you know, understanding, and to the people, the Nahuatl people, or the Mexica people, the tribe people from Mesoamerica. There, it was that we didn't die. That our bodies were like a shell, and that there's more to come after us.
I think we do survive it. I personally feel that way. I think that who we are today, in this day, there's something.
I think our life is definitely a window, and I think people shouldn't take it for granted.
Yeah.
I think, and I think that's another thing that reminds us of the Day of the Dead. That, you know, everybody's got
We're living.
A
We're
due
there.
date.
Yeah.
it's
We all
like,
got that expiration.
better make it good,
I
people.
love it. She was like, yes, issues. That was good.
Well, it's because it's an ongoing
It's true.
conversation
You
between
know.
Alfonso and I, and so it's good that we kind of like back off of that. But
Yeah.
another thing that I really want to like tell people about, that I'm worried, I'm concerned.
Jesus ween.
Jesus Ween, okay?
What is that?
What the what?
The
Facebook-
The Facebook page has over 3,000 likes.
We should like it and see what they're talking about.
Boo.
Yeah, exactly. Boo.
What is it?
Well, it's this evangelist church in Canada, or preacher in Canada, that started this movement. They call it a movement. It says nonprofit.
Like a bowel movement?
I think so.
Oh, I don't know. I guess you have to purge that.
Like beans
they're friends with
instead
Sarah
of, like-
Palin,
Oh.
Yeah.
so that tells you a lot
I
right
like
there.
Sarah.
Eh.
By her face.
Wackadoo, wackadoo, wackadoo.
Who is not running for president
Right,
in
thank
2012?
God.
Right? Thank
Yeah.
goodness, yeah.
Yay!
I was like, can we get a wet?
Can we get a what? Arthur? No.
No, he's sleepy.
Oh. So, this is a holiday. It says right here. I'll read it to you guys. Jesus Win is a nonprofit organization also known as Jesus Win. We are focused on helping people live better lives through the knowledge of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Sorry, I'm not even drinking.
I love the
anymore.
Lord. Yeah, drink to that.
Drink. It's wine, after all. Jesus Ween is a God-given vision which was born as an answer to the cry of many every October 31st. Cry. It's a cry. They use the word cry. The dictionary meaning of ween is to expect, believe, or think. We therefore see October 31st as a day to expect a gift of salvation and rethink receiving Jesus. And they're declaring it World Evangelism Day.
Personally, I love the Lord up inside of me. You know.
I like
Yeah.
Jesus up inside of me.
Exactly.
I love the baby Jesus. Don't get me wrong. I don't need an
You know,
excuse.
so there's nothing wrong with that statement then.
No, there's nothing wrong with that
So-
statement. My challenge is that, you know, Jesus, this whole thing is, why do you need to counter a holiday that's older than Jesus? I mean, these happenings, I think it's
Well, it's
I
because
think
they
it's a
think-
retaliation.
Jesus Ween makes Arthur cry.
That's a Christian thing to do.
Jesus
is fight
Ween.
against all the things that are
It's
funny.
official.
Yeah,
Babies do
Jesus
not like
Ween.
Jesus
Jesus
No,
Ween.
I think it makes his personal baby Jesus cry.
Yeah.
For
No,
sure.
because they make Halloween into like a ugly thing. Like, oh my
They-
God, everybody's celebrating.
Can I
like,
just tell you right
Satan
now? I
or
think
something.
Jesus would trick or treat.
I think she would
I
too.
I think Jesus would be down for some candy
I think
and
And
having
booty.
some fun
Wearing a
and
costume.
yeah, some
Definitely.
face paint. You know, good
Totally. Yeah.
times.
Especially the
Getting
OK
out with your
Jesus.
community.
The OK
Bobbing for
Jesus.
apples.
Yeah.
I want to see him with like a
Alright,
president
bye
blow up.
guys.
And that was Jennifer.
Thank you.
Bye.
Mwah.
We love you,
Playtime.
baby.
Love you.
Playtime is over.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Thank you for
You know,
coming.
Actually, can I like use your bed or something?
Yeah, go ahead.
If you want me, I can take this stuff too. If I'm gonna go.
Well, he likes the nurse. Yeah.
So yeah, I
Should we have
definitely
a
think
moment of
Jesus would trick or
breastfeeding
treat.
advocacy?
But, and on
This is
just
a
one quick
safe
side note,
haven.
one thing I
Yeah.
do love about the Day of the Dead,
Safe haven.
in celebrating my ancestors, like I have a little altar to my grandmothers and my grandfather at home, and I always kind of like to go buy a cigar and some candies. that
Whatever
I
they
know-
like.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah.
about
they
whatever
like.
they like.
Yeah, feeding them and you know, I feel like by acknowledging them in this physical world, they're like giving back to me in spirit world, and it kind of it brings me really
I
close
feel
to
like
them.
they do
and
watch over us.
yeah,
I
no,
know.
absolutely.
I think people
fe-
call them angels. I think people call them fairies. But honestly, those are your ancestors watching over you.
yeah, they walk with us. They walk with us every
Bottom
day.
line.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna say it's your
That's the
tío,
oldest,
it's
that's the
your
oldest type of
tía.
religion though too, is ancestor worship and stuff like that. Like you know
Your
ancestors
bloodline.
But
were
we
the
don't
ones that
do
made
it
you a-
anymore. Like nobody
need to
cares
worship your
any
bloodline.
further than like
Oh,
your
there's
great
people that do
grandmother.
it. Look at like all the people that become president. And
True. They're like Obama. She was
they're all
born.
like tied in with family worship.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. That's how you become president. Family worship.
Really?
So yeah, pretty much.
Old family.
So we talked a little bit about that, and the with us, like my family doesn't wait for the Day of the Dead to celebrate.
You should celebrate them all the time.
Yeah,
I
we
think.
we try to celebrate them all the time. My grandmother usually always has roses at her site. She's buried at San Fernando Mission,
Love it.
and you know, before she passed, I told her that I wanted to do a documentary on her.
That's hot.
And like she was in it. She was like, ¿de veras? Digo, sí, abuelita. Y le voy a poner Reinalda y su minifalda.
I love it. You should have been. You should still do it.
She like hit the floor laughing, atacada de la risa. Ah! I mean, people tell me that I have a memorable laugh. Let me tell you,
Your grandma, they know that.
I inherited that shit.
Oh my
Alright.
god.
Yeah, both my parents and my grandmother are like epic laughers. They don't
Your
know
mom,
that.
yes, babe. Your
You
mom's
call
like,
my mom.
yeah, she's
Yeah.
just like you.
My grandmother, my mom does. She laughs with her whole body.
I love it.
Yeah.
She
that's
chuckles. She totally
Aw.
chuckles.
But it's great because it just makes you want to chuckle too.
Yeah, it's contagious.
It's like, chuckle everybody, show me how to chuckle.
Yeah.
great.
Even people that don't like me like my laugh. Like, really? Exactly.
You've got positive feedback
And
on your
my-
laughs.
Yeah, I have. Like, they can't
Which is
deny it.
good.
It's totally can't deny
You're
it.
like, you're good.
I
It
wanted.
is felt. It is felt.
Oh, thank you, hun.
It's heartfelt.
Thank you. So we have a lot of stuff happening in the next few days, and I wanted to remind everybody about some of the events that are all about the Day of the Dead. Exactly. The one that just passed, of course, was Hollywood Forever Cemetery, and coming up, there's more. It just started, so these next 2 weeks are going to be jam packed with events. Yeah,
We like that.
I will be.
It's like soundboard man.
I will be at Corazon del Pueblo
Cameraman
Yeah.
and sound.
tomorrow. I will be at Corazon del Pueblo for the Flowers of Fire. Jeez, sorry, I'm drinking champagne. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, makes me happy. Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh, now.
So the Corazon del Pueblo is an art gallery in Boyle Heights. It's located at 2003 East First Street, and they're going to be having their celebration, the works, altars, artwork
Yeah.
inspired.
I know everybody was like, why was Hollywood Forever's last week? I was like, there's so much stuff going on.
There's so much stuff.
Yeah.
Did it crack?
It did.
Oh,
Ooh,
shit.
Eddie.
Good looking out.
Ching ching. Thank you, Eddie. So,
Muchas Garcias.
I like your
Muchas
son.
Muchas
I like
Garcias.
those.
Thank
Those
you.
are like toasties.
Sí,
I'm like,
somos
can we
muchos.
hold hands while we walk down the boulevard?
Oh, baby, happy now? Baby, calm?
I was hungry
Okay.
too, babes.
Alright. Goodbye, Jennifer. Thank you for joining
Yes.
us.
Bye, Arthur.
And
Bye,
thank
She's
you,
just
Arthur.
Jenny from the block, and he's
Good.
Arthur the Wizard.
She is. She's Jenny from the
Jenny
block.
from the block and Arthur from the
West Side.
Wizard.
Saida. Represent. What
And
up?
he's
Dude,
like,
I
what
like your
happened,
sound
you guys?
effects.
I love it.
Alright, our audio tech is all over the sound effects. Thank you.
The audio tech needs to get his like culo
Is he
over
ready?
here. He
Is
needs
he
to
ready?
talk. I think he does.
Yeah?
Oh, I'm glad he didn't start booing and whatever.
He can help me tell you guys more about some of the events that are happening in Los Angeles in the next 2 weeks. Mario Lopez is in the house.
Like this.
Yes, yes. So you're a reporter too, huh?
A little bit of everything.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Mario's here with us today because we have a very, very special event happening on what?
November 5th
November 5th.
at Eastside Love. Have you guys ever heard of it? If not, go to eastsidalove.com and you get more info about Eastside Love.
Yes. Yes, yes. He's going to be showing for the first time a collection that he's been working on night and day. Tell us about some of the paintings that are going to be seen at this art show. That is, by the way, free. And it starts from 5 p.m. until 8 o'clock. After 8 o'clock, you're on your own.
Yeah, the place isn't closed till 2
Yeah.
o'clock, so
It'll be open late. It's just that it'll be followed by entertainment. So
yes, it will.
expect to pay.
Yeah, after 9, you there's cover charge. But before that, if you can get there before, that'll be
That'll be
But
good.
if you get there before, you will not only get to meet these awesome people and buy awesome artwork, you also get to see a really cool band, a group called Trio Ellas,
Yes.
who is going to be performing, and they're cool because it's not just any mariachi band, right?
Yeah, no, they do. I mean, they do mariachi, of course,
Mm-hmm.
boleros and stuff like that. But they can also do anywhere from cumbias, from
Mm-hmm.
your Coldplay, or just about anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, I heard that mariachi favorite is the Beatles. So
the Beatles and mariachi.
yeah,
Hmm.
I mean,
Something to look out for.
yeah, it's cool. I'm definitely a huge fan of fusion, the bottom part. And so when it comes to like music and combining something that's like folklore, like folkloric for me, which is mariachi, and also modern is exciting. We have a set list that we're building. We're hoping that the ladies, pull through and jam out.
Yeah, I'm hoping they do a Metallica one. That'll be cool. It's kind of like iCarly.
Yeah, this is. If she can
I
have
just had
a
to
show,
shout that out.
right? Absolutely.
All right, because my kids watch that.
Oh.
So shout out to my kids and the wife.
Hey, family, Norwalk. Norwalk is in the house.
Still representing East Los though.
Yes. Originally from Baja, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell the good people. I know I've been drinking. Sorry. Tell the good people at home. Who's Mario Lopez, really?
Who's the real Mario Lopez? I'm just
Con
kidding.
acento en la I.
Mario Lopez.
Yeah.
Well, I was born in Baja California, actually in TJ. But I started walking here. We moved in East LA when I was maybe 1, because I started walking here, according to my mom.
Nice.
And I basically
You took your first steps in Los Angeles.
in Los Angeles, in East Los Angeles,
Wow.
actually on Cincinnati Street.
Nice.
I still know where that's at. Anyways, I grew up by Second and Lorena, right next to
El Mercadito.
El Mercadito Los Angeles.
Mhm.
That's old school right there. It's a landmark there,
Yeah.
historical landmark.
Mhm.
And my mom, she sort of still sings, but she always, before she even had us, she's always sang mariachi.
Oh, cool.
And that's what I was brought up with, the mariachi music.
The
and
culture.
The culture, yeah. And, she sang at the Placita Olvera, different events. So we grew up with that. So, but like in high school, I was like, I don't want to listen to that. I'm too cool. I want to listen to The
Morrissey.
Cure, Morrissey, and Depeche Mode.
The Smiths.
But then you grow up and you go back to your roots. And it's like,
Yeah.
you listen to it and it's like, hey, this is actually cool.
Mhm.
And then from there, it just sticks with you, and when you hear it, you feel it, with you. And that's kind of like what my interpretation of the paintings are.
Mhm.
It's basically the actors and singers from the 40s,
Mhm.
with Antonio Aguilar, Pedro Infante.
What you are gonna see at Eastside Love? They've already gotten a taste of it because Mario participated in an art show with us back in August, and that's how we came to know each other through our friend Cuevo. Shout out Cuevo.
Cuevo!
Mwah. So, we were introduced, and it was just like, wow, you do this. Wow, you do that. Wow, let's team up. Yeah. And hello, how are you not gonna? If you can see this stuff, online, if you wanna give them a close up.
Am I too close?
I was gonna do it, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Am I too
So-
far? Too close?
I'll do it.
The interpretation. This is oil on canvas first and
It's
foremost.
gorgeous.
And it is. I love the fact that Pedro Infante is black and white. I love
Yes.
that everything else is in color, and I love that the mariachi's dead. I love that there's a bunch of booze all around, and it's tragic. The whole
Get out
thing,
of my head.
it's like beautiful tragedy.
Mm.
So the this piece in particular was a favorite at that art show, and thank you to Guillermo who offered to host the first ever Mario Lopez art exhibit.
Shout out to Willie
Shout out to Willie and Alan and all the guys over at
at Eastside Love.
Eastside. Also Alexis, who's a really good friend of mine,
Can't
and
forget Charlie.
Charlie. So he got so much positive feedback from this one painting in particular that it just like
Yeah,
created.
that's everybody's favorite. Seems to be everybody's favorite.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
and now it's like I did a Maria Felix, which is starting to become like, you know,
It's
another
getting popular.
another popular one.
The Maria Felix painting has an earring, and that earring is a little calaverita. So
Yeah.
each one of the paintings that he's done recently, it has an element of the Day of the Dead, and it's focused around the golden age of Mexican cinema.
Yes, it is.
So for me, I'm a huge fan. I grew up with the ranchero culture. I consider myself a ranchera poblana because my dad was born on a farm in Los Altos del Estado de Mexico, and we were surrounded. They have cattle, they have land, all of that stuff. So they live completely off the grid. Not so much now because there's
The
a
cartels
highway.
and the let's see.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
yo no fui. This is like no. It's not even that. Right now, the politicians are the ones that are
Yeah.
still corrupt in that state, and it's remote. But my cousins have cell phones now. What? Hey, Nancy's here. Anything open the door? So I do have a very very close affiliation to the ranchero culture, and that comes with we have a guest audience person. Nancy, you can come over here and say hi to the camera. Look, isn't she cute? She's my friend. So shout out to Catherine and to Tanya at work because she was supposed to come. She says she can't make it. She's taking a little nappy poop because we're gonna go out tonight. So sorry.
Oh, sorry.
So that's my affiliation with that music. The music in particular, for me, it's also balanced out with my mom's side of the family because my mom's from Guanajuato and Jose Alfredo Jimenez is from Dolores Hidalgo, who is a major singer-songwriter from Mexico. Love him.
Well, actually, that's a piece I'm working on right now. I'm finishing up Jose Alfredo Jimenez.
Shut up.
Yeah, so it's a pretty big piece. So I think it's gonna be good.
You can hardly wait.
Nice. So for everybody out there,
So I gotta do the sound effects from over here.
no, the mic is over here.
I
It's
know.
better.
It does sound good.
Yeah. So what else? The other events that are happening. Let's talk about because you're going to the KGB
Yeah,
gallery.
Friday I'll be showing a piece at KGB Gallery in downtown. Actually, the Pedro Infante one, because that's the one they want me to show. So I'm gonna go and show that one, and it starts at 7. So it's gonna be a good event. It'll be a good event. And then on Sunday, another event in downtown. I'll be painting live right there. So that's it's mostly tribute to like lucha libre, but Day at the same time.
Oh, cool.
So that'll be interesting.
Nice. I know that Lucha Baboom is happening also on Thursday this week, and I will be there, and I'll be there with Ricky. Saludos to Ricky, who is putting a show together also on Friday. He actually managed to resurrect a dead band. Not dead, but broken up. And I'm talking about, of course, those abandoned. They'll be performing at the Echo, and word has it, the tickets are going fast. So don't get asked out, okay? If you want to go, make sure you buy ahead.
Speaking about former band members,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you gotta go ahead.
Really?
Do
I
it,
can
yeah.
do it?
Do it.
Los Muertos Locos. People are like, who are Los Muertos Locos? They are the remaining members or reuniting members of Oingo Boingo. They will be performing. I know. Huge. they'll be performing at Eastside on the 2nd. So it's the annual big party. People are saying get there early. People are saying
Leave your bodies at the door.
yes. No whining, no complaining. It's all about celebrating. Yeah, don't ruin the night. Stay at home. There's already too many people coming. You know what? It's gonna be really bad. You shouldn't go. But that. You're gonna have your artwork up
Yeah,
by then.
actually, yeah. On the 2nd, when they perform on the 2nd, I'll have my art up in the walls.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that'll be cool because when they're performing, people from Wednesday could check it out and come back on Saturday for the actual exhibit.
For the party, for the cheese and crackers. There's a reason why it's called Wine Bar y Queso, and people ask me, do they really serve queso? And I said, yeah, you have to go to the art openings to get your queso.
Yeah.
You can't just get your queso like at midnight. Duh.
True.
So Muertos Locos on November 2nd, next Wednesday. And there's also something going on this Thursday at Galeria Obscura. They're doing a event. It's called In Memoria. That's at 1230 South Flower Street in Los Angeles, 90015. That is from 6 to 10. And from what I know of, Sketch and Dead Mundo are going to be there. They're artists that I've shown with, that we've all shown with. They were at the show in August. So,
okay.
And Sketch was also at Hollywood Forever. So I want to say congratulations. I saw your stuff. Took a picture.
That was cool, man.
Peace. And there's next Wednesday, also the same day as Los Muertos Locos. If you can't make it to Los Muertos Locos, you have options, and you have a free all ages option at 6:30 with Al Borde. Al Borde is going to be doing their Day of the Dead celebration at El Gallo Plaza, 4545 East Cesar Chavez Avenue in Los Angeles, 90022. That one, guess who's playing?
Who?
El Conjunto Nueva Ola. Do you guys like New Wave Cumbia? Did you know that it existed? Hello!
Cumbia?
New Wave Cumbia. And the guys, they're all wrestlers.
Nice.
They're
That'll
pretty
be-
hot.
Oh, here's the for Sunday.
Ooh, oh, okay. We have on Sunday, the event is October 30th from 12 to 10. It's a free all ages. And the address is 1749 North Main Street, Los Angeles 90031. And tell them about that one.
Yeah, it's Muerto Mania. So that's the show that I'll be painting live in. There's gonna be a bunch of actual wrestlers there, so that'll be pretty cool.
You know one of them, don't you?
Yeah,
Is he
actually
gonna be
I do.
there?
He might be there, but he's not gonna. He's still recovering.
I saw him without the mask. Shh.
He doesn't want
I
people to
can't
know.
tell you who he was. I could tell you that I saw him without a mask, and
Yeah, it's
he
a
was
big guy.
totally cool, and he's huge.
It's a big boy.
I know. That's a big boy. That's a big ass Mexican.
Also
For
from
real?
from TJ.
Get
Big-
out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. See, That's
Big tall drink man.
people that are actually gonna wrestle.
Big
that
tall
day.
drink a Mexican man.
Lucha Libre starts at 2 p.m. and you guys want to hear who's fighting?
Do tell.
Super Mariachi versus Máscara Solitaria, Ray Lee versus Carbur, Anestesia versus Alto Voltaje, Hades versus Celestial versus Conde Maldito. Wow. I wanna be a sandwich.
An
Sandwich,
Sandwich, sandwich.
So you've got your share of events. I'm gonna try to put them all online so that you guys can go Day of the Dead shopping. The do we know what do you want? Oh, do you want to tell us about a ghost story?
A ghost story.
Can you think of you had plenty of time to think about it.
No, well that's the thing. I'm not that I think it's cool, but it's not. I've never
You don't
seen
have
it or
to
experienced.
believe it.
I've
We
never
can talk
experienced
about
anything,
it.
so I've never. My brother has told me some stuff that he's experienced, but not. I've never like
Firsthand.
firsthand. I can't really relate to. So
Yeah.
it's not that I don't.
Did your
Yeah.
mom tell you scary stories?
Nah. Oh, I mean, older cousins they told they try to tell us like the Llorona story and. But obviously when you're a kid, yeah, you're gonna believe it. But when you grow up, it's like, okay,
Not so much.
Not so
Now,
much.
now, do you think that everybody out there knows the Llorona story?
I think even non-Latinos know about La Llorona.
Really?
There's a song about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
There's movies
But
about
I
it.
love the song about it. Yeah.
the song.
Yeah.
Oh,
I-
to
I
Chavela.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good
I
song.
can tell you my loose interpretation of it.
For the people who don't know, can you give us a quick?
Sure. The bottom line is there once upon a time there was a woman, and some people say that she killed her children. Some people say that they were killed. When the stories are like in a town that's near water, they see her near the water. Some stories, some stories talk about just like her going through the town or her being in the mountains. It just depends on the folklore of that city. But what it is supposedly she killed her children, drowned in my mom's town. It's drowning because there's a dam in our town, and supposedly my grandfather saw her also, and that she was beautiful.
My grandmother saw it.
Yeah, and
That she was like,
yo la vi. Yeah.
are you sure? And she was like, estaba
Yeah.
con la muerte. That's what she told me. She said they were
Estaba con la
walking.
muerta. Come
Yeah,
over
no,
here.
I
Come over
didn't.
here.
I'm
Talk
sorry.
about it.
I'm being the sound girl.
Okay, you be the sound girl. Okay, zip it.
No, but you know what? All
So-
the old school people, like uncles and grandpas, they like totally like in their heart believe that that's.
This is the truth of all truths.
So
And you should believe it too.
so she haunts. She haunts
So
the
she-
night.
So her thing is the medium ground, is that purgatory or what is that?
yeah.
She's
Purgatory.
in purgatory.
Okay.
And that's why we can hear her, because she's
Wait.
the God of all gods, whichever God, whether it's Jesus Ween or
Yeah.
I like Buddha.
whoever or Buddha. Yeah.
God's too big for just one religion.
God,
P.S.
by the way.
Did the Llorona kill
Foot-
herself?
Footnote. No.
I think she
Oh yeah,
did.
she did. She
Yeah,
killed
did.
herself.
Okay, so she killed the babies, and
She
then
killed her.
herself,
She
and
killed
that's
her
why she's in
babies. She
purgatory?
killed herself, and she's in purgatory
Okay.
because God said you can't go. You can't go until everybody else
God
goes.
said, not in my house. not around my
Everybody,
kids."
everybody has to go for your kids to go to heaven.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So she just haunts the
So
rivers,
her
the
whole
waters.
thing is just like she's suffering. She's like, oh, mis hijos,
Yeah.
mis hijos.
And that's really a lot.
Okay,
I think
I'm
I
done.
think
That's
a lot
the
of it's
best
been told,
part.
for the kids,
Yeah.
This way it gets the
It's
kids
to
like,
make
oh, you can't
go
be
to
out,
sleep. Yeah,
and you can't be
yeah.
out late at
You go to
night, and it's
sleep
like,
and
oh,
just
because the
go.
Llorona will get you. It's like,
Yeah,
My
there's a
mom
lot.
used to tell me my toys were gonna come alive, and I was like,
What?
I would like wait.
see, that's how they came up with Toy
Are
Story.
they? Yeah. I was like, are they? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is, yeah, my friend told me, like, that was actually one of the things that she specifically told me. She's like, tell me the stories that they told you to scare you and to keep you from going out.
Yeah.
And
oh, wow.
the one that really, like, got to me, and I mean, it scared the bejesus out of me, it was the one about the girl that snuck out of her house. She asked her mom and dad if she can go out.
I think I've seen that movie.
Let me
Cherokee
tell
portrait
you.
of a teenage streetwalker. I lived it.
This is what they told me, okay? And I was afraid to ditch. I was so good. I was like, yo no.
It's Jennifer's
Yo
body.
me la
That's what it is.
pinteo, yo no me la pinteo. Yeah.
No, mom, yo no fui. There was like 3 other Claudia Garcias at my school, and they would ditch, and I would get the phone call.
They would call you?
They would
That's
call me,
fucked
and
up.
I would tell my mom, please, it's not me, I swear.
I was like, era la Ron Garcia, yes.
See, yeah, Ron Garcia, and then I did ditch once, and I blamed the other Claudias.
The truth comes
But
out.
she deserved that.
But I did
though.
it once,
Yeah.
and it was almost the last day of
It was
school.
senior skip day.
We had already done, it was senior skip day. We had already done all our finals. We were pretty much going to school to watch TV. It's okay.
It's okay.
And I didn't ditch the whole day. Like,
I
I showed up in nutrition.
I did- I showed up at nutrition and lunch.
Yeah.
No, we left after lunch.
I love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, of course.
But in senior year, in my last semester, I was already outside of school after lunch. Anyway, Van Nuys High. What? What? Wolfpack Pride.
Maybe we should see where.
Oh yeah, well, how's the painting?
How's the painting going?
There's a painting happening, by the way.
Spooky
Acrylic
vibe.
on canvas by Edward Morton.
Spooky vibe.
Oh,
Muerto.
Rita.
Muerto butt.
It's a spooky vibe.
You should make it like it's decaying.
No. It's Dia De Los Muertos, not Halloween.
Oh, that's
Oh, with the little
beautiful.
poof sound, like poof.
Yeah.
It's like zombie
Oh
vibe.
my God.
Zombie nalga.
Zombie nalga.
What?
We're still brainstorming the names.
All right,
Yeah.
Eddie.
We don't have a nalga name for that one yet. But so the story ends pretty much tragic, as you could only imagine.
Mm-hmm.
She goes out anyway. She sneaks
The
out.
girl.
The girl sneaks out, and she on the way she sees a man,
I think it's
a
hilarious.
very handsome man.
It's sweet hostage, bitch.
And-
That's the. Okay, go.
The very handsome man tells her, "Hey, what are you doing out this late? You're so young." And she's like, "Oh, I want to have fun." And he's like, "Niña, deberías irte a tu casa. Eso no está bien." And she's like, "Me vale madres." You know? And so what happens? He's like, "Okay, I try to help. Si quieres, yo te llevo." Ah, sí? Pues vámonos. And so they go and they party and they have time of their. And she has the time of the end of her life, because what happens? Chun 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 chun. You have a sound effect for that?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. What happens?
¿Qué pasó?
He takes her to this place where it's a bunch of nopales, and he drags her.
Oh my god.
And then he takes her home and puts her in the bed. And when she wakes up, everybody wakes up, her family finds her dead.
Oh.
It was the devil.
The devil.
El diablo se la llevó.
Oh.
I forgot where we started. Wait, where did she
El
be?
diablo
I
se la
know.
llevó.
That's still better than some of the
Oh,
ones I heard. Okay,
Out.
here's one. So like, and I don't really remember how it goes, but like I grew up in the desert, so it's like they're like, oh, we don't want you like planting your seed in too many weird places with all these loose desert rat chicks, So they
Okay.
they said that like if if you there was a story about like a guy who was like the one like he was just passing by and he sees a beautiful lady by the road and he pulls over to help her out, you know, like not don't pick up hitchhikers basically.
Yeah.
And so he picks her up and then like she's like, oh well let's let's hang out and all that sort of stuff out there in the desert.
Is he the one that gives her the jacket and then he?
Well,
no, go ahead.
like the story ends where like he ends up having sex with her and then they wake up in the next day and he's gone and she's pregnant.
Dead baby.
Dun, dun, dun.
Zombie
I heard
baby.
She straight up swallowed him.
Oh.
I'm
Anyways,
sorry. You lost.
Yeah.
You lost.
I know.
No,
it's
you know
really
what?
weird.
I thought we.
The
I
girl
thought they
Elizabeth,
had
she
sex.
swallows
That
them
moms
up.
can have babies.
It's like to deter you from like picking up some chick, a hitchhiker chick, and then she's like says, hey, let's go do it behind the cactus, and then like next thing you know you see this pregnant
like,
chick
"Can I pay you
walking
for gas?" And then
walking out, but she's like full term, like she just looks pregnant, but she's like she ate him,
That's gross.
from the inside.
Demons.
Well, you know what? I heard something like that, similar that
Succubus.
this guy was walking, at night, and met up with this, I guess this real pretty girl, and they were talking and for a long time, and they were walking, and he loaned them the jacket because she seemed cold, and next thing you know, I guess the next morning he forgot about his jacket, so he went to go look for her around that same area, and he noticed there was like a cemetery, and he saw his jacket. He saw his jacket like on a gravestone.
Ooh.
And then he saw the name and everything, and it was actually her.
With her picture.
With their
Oh.
baby.
Something like that. I don't know. It's something I
And
can't
it was a
remember
woman.
Yeah.
Oh, the woman who's. Oh,
I'm
wow.
dying right now.
Something like that.
I have a picture. My grandma has a picture on her gravesite. Some people have pictures.
Yeah.
And that's how you know. Like, that's
That
who
is
I saw.
serious,
Ooh.
Yeah. That is pretty.
So does that mean that all the Armenian people are haunting Hollywood Forever Cemetery? There's a lot of pictures of them, folk, all over
I
the
saw
place.
I saw Enian all over the place. Ian and Anne and all that. But it was. Did you see Valentino?
No.
I took a picture next to Valentino.
You did.
I took a picture of Faye Ray's.
Oh.
I love Faye.
I know Faye Ray. Hey.
And there's a lot of really cool
And Mel
people.
Blanc's there.
Yeah, and Bugs, the guy that did the voice of Bugs
Yeah,
Bunny.
Mel Blanc.
Ah,
That's
see?
the one.
That's his name.
Mel Blanc.
Mel Blanc.
Yeah,
My
he
hero.
rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marilyn there or no
My
Marilyn
hero.
not there?
They had
Is are George
No,
and
she's
Grace
over
George
here, right?
Burns
She's on the west
and
side?
Grace?
Marilyn's on the west side.
I think she's on the west side.
Is
Nobody
I've
George
seen
Burns
her. I went. George Burns.
Oh.
I don't know. He might be at Forever. I know that
So another
what's
Forest
his
Lawn,
name?
and there's a bunch of them there.
The one with the funny eyes. I forgot. his
Marty
name.
Feldman?
No, I know that Jack Lemmon is at the same the same cemetery as Marilyn.
Okay.
Marilyn, Farrah Fawcett, Jack Lemmon. Oh, the comedian. I forgot his
George
name.
Burns?
No.
Innocent.
The one with the weird eyes, Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh. Okay.
Can you no respect?
No respect.
It also, it looks
Okay.
like his eyes were about to pop out at any minute.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's had a
And-
thyroid problem. You don't know.
I'll suck his eyes all out of his face. Yeah.
And one of the grumpy old men, what was the other
Walter
name?
Matthau?
Walter Matthau.
Landau.
Matthau,
Oh, okay.
yeah. He
loved
was
him.
there. So I mean, if you're not fond of your dead, celebrate somebody else's.
Just celebrate the dead that you love.
Take a
Yeah.
calendar.
And
You
don't be
know?
afraid of cemeteries. Come on.
I love cemeteries.
That's all a work of fiction. You can totally go and chillax. I go with my family.
Everybody knows some dead person.
I know,
Everybody
right?
knows somebody that's dead. When we were at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, there were people that had altars for like the horror movie stars,
Uh-huh.
the ones from the original Hollywood.
Oh, like Lon Chaney?
yeah, that one. And then they had a Fred Astaire
Bela
one
Lugosi?
also. Yeah,
Oh,
Bela
yeah, Bela
Lugosi was
Lugosi.
there.
Awesome.
They had
Actually, I met his
pictures.
son. I took a picture with the son
Wow. Oh,
Wow.
cool.
Bela Lugosi Jr.
Very cool.
at the monster. What is it called?
Any resemblance?
Yeah, it looks just like him.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Freaky.
Yeah, so I bought a Bela Lugosi book, and he signed it. The son
Oh,
signed
cool.
it. Yeah, so he was pretty cool.
Very cool.
Nice. So that's
We should bring another guest.
You want to jump on, Nancy?
Yeah.
Scooch a pooch.
Do you have any horror stories? Any stories from
Any
like
scary stories?
we have
Any
Nancy
scary
here
stories?
all
Hi,
the way from
Nancy.
East LA.
What? The Valley.
Oh,
Alright.
the SFV.
Oh my
The
God.
I'm
my
so
God.
sorry.
Oh my God, you
sure.
totally
I
messed
should
that up.
totally know my own brother and
Yeah.
I'm my bad.
O
Sisterhood,
sea,
sisterhood.
No, La Mancha. No.
Sí.
La Mancha.
La regué, güey. La regué everywhere.
I like that.
Thank you to Mario for coming on the show.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank
Be
you very
sure,
much.
be sure to
Eddie.
go on the website
See you
and
soon.
we will mention, we will link up. So you guys know where to find him and his artwork because you want to take it home.
Yes.
Take a box.
And he's gonna take the flyers so that you can take one. When you see one, take one.
Take one. Don't be
Don't
afeared.
throw it away; they're expensive.
All right, guys.
Alrighty.
Thank you. Bye.
Later, Mario.
All right, see you guys.
Mwah.
You guys have a good one.
Yes.
Get home safe.
I will.
Thank you. We love you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right.
So tell us.
Tell us a story,
A
Nancy.
story. Well, there's a leyenda, and I'm from Yucatan. When there's a lot of Mayan legends going around, and one of the most popular ones is, especially you gotta know that in Yucatan. Thank you, my Jesus mug.
You could
Oh.
Jesus.
Jesus
Oh,
mug.
can I have some more?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Jesus.
Cheers.
Jesus.
Jesus is in the house.
Hey.
Thank you.
He's all bubbly.
We've got the
She tipsy.
Jesus knows how to do it.
Yes, Jesus knows. So tell us.
Okay, so in Yucatan, there's a lot of small little towns, populations like 1,000 the most, So basically, there's how at night, women are really careful and men, they go out. So to scare men, there's a legend of this Mayan princess. She was very, very beautiful, and she wanted to get married to a prince, but she was sacrificed to the sun. Yes, because only the most beautiful women get sacrificed. So,
And virgins. They
Virgins,
prefer
yes,
them to
and
be
virgins.
virgins.
That's me.
woo!
Born again.
¿De qué? ¿De cuál agujero, güey? ¿De qué
Don't
agujero?
judge me. Don't judge me.
From where, biatch?
Don't judge me.
So anyways, so she was killed, and they say, the legend goes that she, what she does is she goes around, she's like in limbo. She's looking for her lost prince. So she looks for men who
The
walk
bride,
the
the
streets.
dead bride.
She looks for men on the street who are walking alone home in the middle of the night. And she asks,
Drunk.
but they say, of course, they're
Yeah.
drunk. They're always drunk.
Susceptible.
She
Yes.
likes the drunk ones.
She likes
They're
the drunk ones.
easy.
Easy prey.
And she's very beautiful, so they mention
Voluptuous.
Spicy,
Yeah, they
intoxicating. Yeah.
They disappear.
Ooh.
And it says that there's willow trees. On the willow trees, the willow trees have the leaf that have like little things on it. I don't know what they're called. But anyways, she had long, beautiful black hair, and they say that at night
The
you could
moss.
see her. You could see
The
her,
Spanish moss, probably.
probably. You could see her combing her hair, like in.
Wow.
That is scary.
Yeah, and supposedly a lot of men have seen her, and
Like I'm totally having this vision of like a foggy evening, like with a woman sitting on like a rock, just like
she
brushing
sits on
her-
the branches on the trees, and that's where she combs her hair,
Wow.
looking for her prey.
Wow.
Los
Stalking.
borrachitos.
Stalking.
Yeah.
Borrachitos, yeah.
Watch out, you guys.
Okay.
Nishtabai, that's her name.
Él está Nishtabai.
Careful, kid.
Cool. So we're gonna wrap this up because we gotta go out and dance and have fun and be young and merry.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Be
Happy Dia
safe.
De Los Muertos. Celebrate your
know,
people.
Celebrate
Selena, una pa'
celebrate the
Selena.
dead.
Can't
Yes.
do this no more. Selena.
Vamos a cantar uno de Selena.
Woo!
Yeah.
What was it?
You said
fall
get
in love
Oh, I like that one.
with you,
I like missing my baby.
baby. I could
Missing
fall
my-
in love. I know my cousin, huh? I could fall in love.
Tejana in the house.
I know Quintanilla in the house.
Hello.
Hey. I could fall in love